World's strongest man. What do you think?
About what?
Okay, the events. First off, in the groups, we have the farmers and the power stairs.
I think it's too light.
I think it's too light. So the weights for the farmers is 308 per hand, I believe, and the power stairs, 3 implements, 3 stairs each. I think they're all 500-pound implements. What should be heavier?
I think the power stairs should have a second implement that's heavier. Because if you look at Strongest Man on Earth, the first one was what, 550?
I think so.
And then it went to what, 6 something?
I think it was 556, 650 with the
Yes.
3 implements.
Because everybody there is going to be able to do
Right,
550
I agree.
easy. I mean,
Even and the ones that strongest man on earth, it was it this past? I know one year it was single fingers in the power stairs. This year was it straight up power stairs?
it was, I think it was a carry into power stairs.
Like a wheelbarrow carry?
No, I forget. It was an implement of some sort. It wasn't like just a regular frame carry or whatever.
Right.
But
it was the odd object fire, the pipe carry. Yeah. Like the Iron Cross. Yeah.
That's fine because,
the farmers is 40 meters, 20 meters with a turn in it. So not a drop and reset. You have to go around a point.
Well, see, then you can't go too heavy with that.
Right. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, that could be heavier, but with it being the first event, you don't want to go so heavy that you tear up everybody's hands on the first event of the groups. Yeah. Like, then at that point, the entire competition is ruined.
Happened to Terry Hollins a few times.
No hands. Yes. Okay. So, farmers and the power stairs, circus medley, an 80 kilo, 90 kilo, and 100 kilo dumbbell into 150 kilo barbell for reps.
I feel like that's kind of light.
I wouldn't mind those weights if it was one or the other. If it was like the dumbbells and a 170 barbell, or if it was heavier dumbbells and then the 150 barbell. I feel like that'd be better. This is definitely going to turn into a rep fest.
Yes.
Because I feel like there's such a large disparity with the pressers now. Like, you have your Trey Mitchells, your Lucas Hattons that are in your Mitchell Hoopers even that are just like, they're going to walk up to this and they're going to like fly through it. Mm-hmm. And then you have guys like Patty Haynes and Nick Guardione that is like, okay, that's an appropriate weight for them. So they're going to get, 3, maybe 4 reps on the barbell. Good for them, but Lucas Hatton's over there on rep 12 on the barbell.
Looking at the groups, Group 1 might actually be the quickest.
Yeah, so
but you're probably going to have the least amount of reps.
Yes.
I would say.
So Group 1 is Rain O'Neill, Luke Richardson, Ben Glasscock, Nick Guardione, and Tristan Hope.
Yes. I don't know about Tristan Hope's pressing.
Tristan Hope just seems like an oddball in that group. Like, the rest of that group seems like it's going to be highly competitive. I feel like Tristan Hope in that group is like Levi is in Group 3. Like, he's just a completely different type of athlete. And is that going to help him or harm him?
Tristan Hope is probably the biggest.
I would say he's definitely the biggest guy
out of that
Group 1.
But I think if it was a heavier frame, that would be better for him in the first event. The second event, I think the weight should be light enough. These guys are all going to complete it, so it's not like you're going to have to worry about zeros.
Right.
The problem is who's able to keep
who has the best gas tank.
Yes.
Which I feel like it's going to be the 150 is going to be less of an ask for Tristan as opposed to a guy like Nick or Ben. If Luke was healthy and in this group, I would say Luke Richardson maybe wins this group.
Is he not?
But he came like 8th at Europe's. He's still just not mentally there since Pa's passing.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I wouldn't consider any of these guys fantastic heavyweight pressers.
No, Luke Richardson is Luke Richardson and Rain O'Neill are both great pressers for reps.
Yes.
Rain O'Neill did poorly at Worlds last year, but the pressing event at Worlds last year was the behind the neck jerk, the Flintstone lift.
Yes.
So, a very oddity lift. and then he's just had poor performances overall at the other big shows he's done this year. In performances prior to Worlds last year, he's hit like 5 reps on a 180 log, which that's good. Like he is a good presser.
A 180 log is way harder than a 150 barbell.
Yes.
Oh,
So I think he actually does really well in that event.
I would say Nick Guardione at the Arnold's, his dumbbell, the first rep looked really good. I don't know what happened after that. I I don't know if
So the
he tried
dumbbells,
to.
and I'm thinking this will lend to some better pressing performances on the dumbbell than what we had at the Arnold's. At the Arnold's, they had the old school Sear dumbbells.
Yes.
They'll have actual monster dumbbells here, the bit larger
Yes.
Rogue ones, which is what all of the guys are accustomed to. So I really feel like those dumbbells are going to be stupid light. If really and truly, if you've ever trained for a circus dumbbell in competition, which all of these guys should have, they ought to do well.
I think Group One's the only group that
I would
you
classify
might.
as a weak pressing group.
Yes, you might. They might have the fastest times between implements and the first rep on the barbell.
I would agree. Through rep 1 on the barbell, they'll be the fastest group.
Yes, like
But they'll
through
have the
all of
lowest
them.
rep total.
Yes,
I would agree with that.
I think Group Two, Tom's probably going to breeze through it as long as he doesn't. I don't know. As long as he stays out of his own way, Tom will probably breeze through that. Austin's going to breeze through that.
So what I would look at for Group 3 is they're starting off with the farmers and the power stairs. So I think either Levi or Tom one takes that. And if Tom takes that, he's in the driver's seat and he like outright wins his group. Right. I think Tom really likes the fact that that's the first event because that's it. He's going to outrun all 3 of those guys. If he doesn't, you got to start worrying about Tom's condition.
Power stairs is nothing for Tom.
he doesn't have to shrug. He's just going to stand up.
Yes.
He's just going to walk the implement around to the side and Atlas stone load it to the top.
Yes. I don't know about Jocko. Mr. Schoenwinkel
Jocko's a fairly fast guy, but when compared to Tom or Levi, I don't think he's going to be that fast.
I would say Levi wins that event, the first event.
I would agree.
The second event, Circus Medley, all these guys. Well, I think everybody in the groups is going to get to the barbell. I think
he doesn't have good shoulder mobility, so I don't think he's going to get a ton of reps on the barbell. Jocko's not the best presser, so I don't think he is either. I think between Austin and Tom, I think Austin's the better for max, but Tom has a better gas tank on him. I think he's going to cycle through those reps quicker.
This will be a damage control event for Levi.
I would agree.
I don't know. Again, it just depends on.
In what I'm thinking, if Levi can beat one of, if not both of those guys on the press implement, which he won a press at the Magnuson Classic.
That is true, but that was a stone press, wasn't it?
Yes.
And a log press. Was it a log?
He did. There were both of those were in that competition. He didn't win the log. He came like mid pack on the log, I think, but he won the stone press. I feel like that's a make or break event for Levi because if you keep on going the squat for reps, he's going to get 1 rep. Everybody else is going to get at least 3. Like Jocko's going to get at least 3. Matt, Rag, Austin, and Tom are all going to get 7 plus, at least.
Time is it timed? Is it
the squat for? I think it's a 60-second time count. I don't foresee any of those people pushing that time count.
No,
I think Brian Shaw was the only person who will ever push that time count.
Well, JF got pretty close,
but he didn't. I would have loved to have seen that. How long could Brian have kept going? But squat for reps, truck pull, stones of the world. So
truck pull.
Let's go back to Group 1. So who do you have winning the farmers and power stairs?
Power stairs.
I feel like you got to say Reno.
his Strongman Champions League will
Well, I
be
think he will carry
great
him through
experience.
that.
That I think there's very slim chance Reno doesn't make it out because this looks like a setup for
I
Champions
feel
League.
like so he was one of the 4 to finish Stones of the World.
Yes.
Truck pull, the circus medley, and the farmers and the power stairs are all 3 like I'm not going to say traditional, but like stereotypical Champions League events. The squat for reps is the only thing that may get him, and that's not a super strong squat group.
I mean, you think
So
Nick's probably getting one?
Even if Reno comes dead last in that squat for reps, he has a genuine chance to win the other 4 events. And if he clean sweeps the other 4 events, he could 0 the squat if he wanted to.
Nick is a good stone lifter.
Yes.
I don't know about Tristan Hope stones per se.
Big Glasscock is British. He's not going to do well.
I don't know. Tristan Hope.
What you got to remember about Tristan Hoth is he had like
a week.
Not even a week. He got called up on like freaking Monday.
Yes. I think Ben is too young. I don't know. This is his first Worlds?
This is his first Worlds. I listened to his not his podcast, but his interview with Terry last night. And he's definitely in the mindset of I'm coming here to have fun and just to do the best that I can. I don't think he makes it out of that group.
I mean, if you look, I almost think that's probably the right approach. I mean, it's not like he has. He
had like a 3 weeks prep after Europe's, and he actually put everything into Europe's. He came 5th at Europe's, which is a good performance for him. I think he came 5th.
I don't know. I like that from the first time World's Strongest Man appearance. You're there to get invited back, and maybe get invited to another competition.
And for him, having done as well on Giants this past year and making it to Worlds, as long as he doesn't absolutely bomb out here, he'll be back at Giants this next year, and he'll continue to do well.
Yes.
I don't think the Luke we saw at Europe's, he's not a threat in this group. So we're both confident that Reno is more than likely going to win the group. He for sure makes it out. It comes down to Tristan Hoth and Luke Richardson. Nick Guardian. Tristan Hoth and Nick Guardian.
I think it depends on how heavy that truck pull is, who wins that.
Right.
Tristan Hoth, I mean, he's a larger guy.
Yeah.
That's good
compared to this group.
Yes. He's got the size for the heavy truck pull.
Right.
Nick Guardian is good at truck pulls.
I feel like it solely depends upon how heavy because I think Tristan beats Nick in the squats. If it's a heavier truck pull, I think Tristan beats Nick there. I think Nick is going to beat Tristan in the Stones of the World.
I think
so. It comes down to whether or not the strength or the endurance wins the circus medley, and how many points does Tristan lose on that first event.
I agree. I think the speed events, Nick is he's either going to win or come second.
I would agree.
And I mean, it also depends on how prepped Tristan Hoth is.
He's not prepped. He had no prep.
I mean, it's not like these are odd implements.
Right. These are very It's a barbell and dumbbell, farmers and power stairs, a squat, stones, and a truck pull.
Yes. I will say for Group 2.
No, well, make your prediction for Group 1.
Group 1 is easy. Reno and Nick.
I
got Reno and Nick.
I think
Tristan Host's a close third, but Reno and Nick.
I'm going to go Reno and Tristan. That way we got at least one halfway decent Canadian in the finals. Okay, Group 2 is Mitchell Hooper. No. That's Group. I did them this way because I'm autistic. If you look that up, that's Group 3.
All right.
Group 2.
Group 2.
Mitchell Hooper, Patty Haynes, Eddie Williams, Matthias Funyak, and Lucas Hatton.
Let's be honest, these are all great events for Mitchell Hooper.
Even if Mitchell Hooper's at the half steam that I think he is, I don't see a world where he does so poorly that he doesn't make it out of the groups.
I mean,
as much as I would love him not to, I don't think he's going to. He's going to make it out.
I don't see how you beat him at a lighter farmers. I mean, say lighter.
But you got to remember that you got Patty and Matthias in there.
That's true, but Mitchell Hooper's also fast. Like, I mean, he's fast. His grip's good. He's he's a great squatter.
Yep.
So I mean, it's not
But
like the power
are his
stairs.
knees going to affect his squat though? Because he's had bad knees for the last couple weeks in the Arnold's.
I don't. I don't know. I feel like him and his coach would not show up if they thought he was not going to be able to perform at his best, or
Or at least not be competitive.
At least not be competitive. Yeah,
I agree.
I think Patty Haynes got a bad draw.
Everyone in this group is, I would say, is statically stronger than Patty, and there's enough other guys that are fast, like Patty, your Mathias, your Mitchell, and Eddie's no slouch. I I don't think Patty has any bankers events, and I think he has too many events that he loses points on. I don't think he makes it out.
Usually the speed events
Right.
are what he banks on.
Right. I don't think Patty makes it out because it's too heavy of a group stage, which is good. Uh, I don't think Eddie makes it out easier either because Eddie's thing is consistency, and whenever there's somebody who is just as consistent as him but way better than him, he's lost his ace in the hole.
Yes. I mean, I think all of these guys in Group 2 will. I think it'll be a very fun group to watch. It's very competitive.
I will agree, and
Mitch Hooper's going to be.
I'm looking forward to Mathias.
I have not. I haven't been able to watch yours, so this will be the first time we see him.
Me as well. But everyone talks him up like as if he's the stuff.
I mean, and he's what, 20?
He's a young dude from Eastern Europe, so that means something. We've seen a lot of good stock come out of that part of the country. It's from Czechnia. It's Czech Republic.
Yes.
I don't know why they renamed it. It'll forever be the Czech Republic.
Had to save money on monogramming. I don't know. It's going to be fun to watch Lucas squat 770 for 115 times.
It's going to be fun to see him pull the truck as just a blob.
Yes.
That and pick up the cube stone that's the same shape as him.
Yes. What's crazy is I think the heavier the truck, the better Lucas will do.
I agree. Because I think Lucas is one of those guys that doesn't matter how heavy it is, he's just going to move at the same speed.
Yes.
Lucas has a max speed, but not a max load.
Yes. I agree with that. Eddie, I mean, he's got the size to be good at heavy truck pull.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see him being faster.
Right.
I will say Eddie's best event will probably be the farmers and the power stairs.
I will agree
because he's not gonna drop it.
Correct.
And he's gonna be moving decently well.
And any of the he's not. There's always somebody that's gonna beat him in the rest of those.
Yes, I mean he's not.
Which that begs the question: if he wins that first event and gets momentum, and then comes mid pack on the rest. Can he beat someone that like Lucas that's likely to come? Lucas is probably going to come last in that first event.
He might
against that group of guys. I would be willing to bet that Lucas comes last in that group.
I wouldn't count him out. It just because I don't know. It may see. This is why I wish it had the heavier implement on the power stairs
because then, yeah,
that's where the gas starts to go.
I'd put Lucas over Eddie and Mathias at that point.
Yes,
I would say. Mitchell and Patty beat Lucas still, but I would put Lucas over those other two.
I mean, it's 500.
500.
See, that's
for nine steps.
See, that's light enough that
those guys are they're going to be fast.
It's not going to slow them down,
right?
So, I mean, you might be right. Lucas might come last.
But
Lucas might be able to go out.
He's going to win the circus medley. He's going to win the squat for reps. He may win the truck pull.
Yep.
So then the question is, how is his stones of the world?
He's able to shoulder that first stone.
Yeah, because after that it's Husafel, Webster Stone,
yes.
Cube load, and he'll just he's not going to be the fastest through those, but he's going to finish all of them.
I think Lucas could go out, do the best. I wouldn't say maybe just ship it on the farmers, like
Mm-hmm.
call it a day, but I wouldn't gas myself on that first event if he knows he's not going to do well. Like if he goes out there
But
and he's
I think given the shape that Mitchell Hooper's in, because if Mitchell Hooper was healthy, the circus medley and the squat for reps, this would be the most interesting group, seeing the two of those battle that out.
yes,
But I think with Mitchell Hooper's knees and pressing being the way it is right now, I think Lucas isn't going to easily win, but comfortably win those two. He's not going to have to go to the graveyard for them.
Lucas's best hope is that he doesn't have to go first.
Yes.
I think that first event, if he goes last, that would be the best for him. So he's
So he
able
knows
to
a mark to
know
beat.
if he, because if he goes last and
Because
he
if
has a
somebody like Eddie
realistic
or
shot,
Matches, their grip burn or not their grip burns out, but like their back burns out or something, and they can't finish the power stage, it's like as long as I can get to here,
yes,
I get points.
and he doesn't have to empty the tank on that first event.
Right.
And then he's able to breeze through. He's going
which
to
is
fly
true
through the
because
circus medley.
if he comes dead last in that event, he's going to be out first on the circus medley. In which case, he has to empty the tank, which that's a big tank.
And then you squat.
Then you squat. Then you truck pull. Oh my gosh, who makes it out of that group?
I'm going to say Mitch Hooper, Lucas Hatton.
I would agree. I think Lucas Hatton's biggest threat is the unknown that is Matthias Funyak. But I feel like things have to go wrong for Lucas to not make it in, and things have to go right for Matthias to make it in.
I could agree with that.
So I feel like by that logic, you have to say Hooper and Hatton.
I don't think it's a comfortable
No,
group for Lucas to get through.
no, he's gonna have to work.
He's gonna earn that. He's gonna earn
Which
it.
unfortunately means we aren't seeing a new world record there.
If he makes, I don't know. I mean, it depends on who makes it out of.
No, because by the time he makes it out of the group, he's not gonna have it in him.
I don't know.
Because that's gonna be on the fourth day.
There's another barrel-chested American that might put up a heavy log.
I don't think Martins will do that well.
I said American.
Okay, group 3. Tom Stoltman, Jocko Schoonwinkel, Austin Andrade, Matt Ragg, and Levi Strong.
I'm just throwing this out there. As a Mississippian, I am wholeheartedly rooting for Levi Strong. Put us on the map.
I'm also rooting for him.
I really hope he does it.
I hope he does as well, but I don't. So
I think he got put in the murder group.
I think so. He got put in the big boy group.
Yes.
So Tom's gonna dog walk this. I would not be surprised if Tom Stoltman manages to clean sweep the groups. I would not be surprised if Tom Stoltman doesn't have to do the Stones of the World. If he comes in shoulders and calls it a day.
The Tristan Hoth, did he replace Josh Paddock?
Yes. He replaced Josh Paddock.
How big is Josh Paddock?
I don't know enough about him.
Is he a large fellow? Because I feel
he's
like
from like New Zealand, so maybe not.
If you put Levi in this first group, I think that was a better shakeup for him.
See, I disagree.
I don't think so because he would beat
because he's so
it would be I feel like it would be closer, but he got the hard group. So essentially, if you make it out of that group, the finals are gonna be hard as the groups.
Yeah. So I feel like Matt Ragg, Austin, and Jocko are all similarly built and similarly skilled strongmen. Levi is a completely different type of athlete compared to those other three, right? Because again, we're Tom's making it, and then watch Tom's last training video. He is 100% making it. So it comes down to essentially which type of athlete wins, that type or this type. And I think with the three of them exchanging blows, Levi does in fact has a very genuine chance at making it through.
I think Levi's is the opposite of Lucas. Everything has to go perfect for him.
Yes.
To make it out of the group.
I will agree.
Somebody has to have a terrible group.
I think Tom and Austin make it out.
I agree.
I think Tom and Austin make it out, but I think I feel like Levi has a better chance of making it in than Matt or Jocko. I feel like it's going to come down between a battle between Austin and Levi, whether fit or fat wins.
Fingers crossed. Levi, make us proud. And
He's all,
Levi, we hope.
he's already made me proud. Okay, Group 4. Martins Lises, Andre Foytu, James Jeffers, Bryce Johnson, and Adam Bishop.
Martins decided to not represent America,
Mm-hmm.
so he is a traitor, and I hope he doesn't make it out of the groups. And it is 100% personal. Andre Foytu, coming off Europe's,
He was in
literally,
great shape at Europe's.
literally event training for him. James Jeffers,
He also got a late call up. He only got like 2-3 weeks notice.
yeah, I mean,
Bryce and Adam. I feel like Adam's the odd. Adam would have much preferred the deadlift for reps to be
Yeah.
in the groups as opposed to if it was the deadlift for reps in the group. I think Adam had a chance to get in.
I agree.
And I think even though he has a lot of experience on squat, I think his because you look at Bryce and Andre, and they're both very large guys. And you look at Martins, and Martins, in my opinion, has way more experience on the squat than Adam does. He's going to do way better, but he's going to be more proficient. So I don't. I James Jeffers, I feel like is not nearly experienced enough, and doesn't have the same momentum that the rest of these guys have. Adam had a great performance at Europe's, but I just feel like he's not going to have the size to outdo a lot of these guys.
I think,
Especially with the tricep tear he had, he's going to like that it's a lighter circus medley, but I still don't think he's going to be able to beat Andre, Bryce, Martins.
that's a tough group. I think Andre outright wins the group.
I agree. I think he outright with because he's going to be just like Lucas. Like that squat for reps and circus medley are his events to lose.
Those are great events for him. I think the only thing that might get him is maybe the truck pull.
I feel like with him, it's does his gut get in the way of the stones of the world? If he can if he can shoulder that stone, I feel like he's like Lucas. If he can shoulder, yes, we know for a fact he can carry. He can do the Webster stones, and I think he can manage to load that cube. So
I think these are great events for Martins. I'm not picking him. He's dead to me. So it really depends on how well Bryce does.
I feel like you look at these because we're going to agree that James and Adam aren't making it. Andre is more than likely going to win it. Between Bryce and Martins is going to beat him on the farmers with the weight that it is. Depending upon how Martins' shoulders are, I think it's 50-50 as to who wins the circus medley. I think Martins is going to beat him on the squat for reps, even though Bryce is the bigger guy and should be better at squats. I think Martins has
squats were looking good.
Martins is going to get every single rep his body is capable of.
That's true.
I feel like Bryce is going to be unfamiliar with the apparatus because I hate the way they've all been training on those soft pads. I don't think they're prepared for the bounce they're going to get if they don't hit perfectly level.
Yeah.
That's presuming that they use the squat apparatus that they've always used, which I'm assuming that they are.
I think Martins actually makes it out of that group. I think Andre makes
I also think he's the better stone lifter.
He's the better stone lifter.
And I think he's going to be way more proficient on the truck pull.
He's great at the press medleys.
Yep.
Like, he's going to do well at the squats.
I feel like if Martins messes up like he has in the past where he has a blunder event, I feel like Bryce has an inside chance to get in, but I feel like it's Martins is to lose for sure. I feel like it's going to be Andre and Martins to make it in. Okay, last group. Evan Singleton, Trey Mitchell, Pablo Cordiaca, Andrew Flynn, and Evans Nana. He's just going to outright win the group.
He's going to win the whole thing.
We're going to agree to disagree on that one.
No.
Okay. I agree. So, I don't know, though, because he has Pablo and Andrew and Evan are all three fast athletes.
So is Evan.
I know, but
Evan Singleton is fast on he's fast on farmers. He's fast on power stairs. He's a monster at dumbbells. He's going to get several reps on the press, on the barbell. His squats, I'm not 100% sure on his squats, but I mean, it's suited.
I feel like he's going to beat Andrew and Evan on that.
Yeah,
and Pablo, for sure Pablo.
He's not going to come dead last. He's good at truck pulls, really good at truck pulls, and then he's good at stones.
I agree. I think he's going to make it out of his group.
This is where you do the roar.
No, Daddy, I ain't doing the roar. Okay, who else makes it out of there with him?
Trey.
Trey. Okay, I don't think Andrew Flynn or I don't think Evans Nana has a chance. Maybe I feel like Evans is going to come in and perform perfectly. I just don't feel like these are the best events for him. So I don't. He's one of those guys that if he makes it to the finals, he could be lethal in the finals. But I don't think these are good group events for him. I think it comes down to Pablo and Trey. I think Trey's grip is going to give him too much trouble on the Farmers and the Power Stairs. I think he has too much PTSD going on for the truck pull, and I think his grip is going to give him problems on the Webster stones in the Stones of the World. I agree. I think Trey will more than likely win both the circus medley and the squat for reps, but I could foresee him coming dead last, and mid pack. Even though as great of a stone lifter as Trey is, he's going to shoulder that thing and he's going to carry the Husafell like it's nothing. But I feel like those Webster stones, even with them being light, that they're going to give him problems.
I think you'll know more about the last event by how well he does on the first.
Right.
If he breezes through the first event,
then his grip's in good shape.
His grip is going to be strong. Because, I mean, the difference in weight between the frame and the Webster stone
is not much.
So carrying that will
and Trey's a big enough guy that the odd shape of the Webster stones doesn't really matter. His shoulders are so broad.
He's if he carries that Farmers, no problem.
Yes.
Then he's going to breeze through the Webster stones.
I would say it's going to be a real battle between Trey and Pablo. I think Pablo's going to make it out over Trey.
That would be devastating.
I want Big Thicket to make it out, but I think Pablo, and again, I think Pablo is definitely going in with that having something to prove attitude, getting such a late invite whenever he definitely deserved an earlier one. Like how the heck how did James Jeffers get an invite before Pablo Cordiaco?
Pablo's 3-time finalist, right?
He has made it in the last 3 years consecutively.
I mean, there's a lot of people that were invited. That I mean, if you look, there's people on there, and it's like, why are they there? And the people, maybe someone like Wes Dorinsky's not there.
Or why so many of them got invites before Thomas Evans? Like I know he got an invite later on and turned it down because of his bicep tweak.
He should have had it before the Arnolds.
He should have had it before the Arnolds. Which also, if he had it before the Arnolds, he wouldn't have gone so hard on that last event. He would have just had a tweak instead of a partial tear.
Agreed.
But so you have Rain O'Neill, Nick Guardione, Mitchell Hooper, Lucas Hatton, Austin and Tom, Martins and Andre, and then Evan Singleton and Trey Mitchell. I'm going to say Rain O'Neill, Tristan Hoth, Hooper and Hatton, Tom Stoltman and Austin, Lises, and Andre, and then Evan and Pablo. Out of your group of 10, who's on the podium? Evan wins it all.
Evan wins it all.
Even with a max log. You think his overhead has come back that strong?
The strongest man on earth. He's no longer extinct.
He's no longer extinct. You bought into the propaganda.
I think Evan Singleton he didn't do the Arnolds.
Correct.
He's been training for this
since the pec tear.
He was not doing the Arnolds, so he comes back. All he's focused on is world's strongest man.
So the events in the final, the carry and flip, the deadlift for reps,
he'll do good.
The Titans toss,
he'll do good.
The max log.
He's not going to win that event.
And the Atlas stones.
He'll do good at those.
I think his pec's going to throw him off too much, because having watched the guys do testing for the flip and carry, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be surprised if Evan doesn't tear a bicep on that.
Why would you put that
if Evan doesn't tear his bicep, I have him getting onto the podium. But I am, at this point, fully expecting him to tear his bicep.
Nah. Everybody knows once you tear a bicep once, you can never tear it I think the brother has a knot, like right there, where he slams the smelling salts.
Yes, he does.
Do you think a pec tear is going to stop him?
Have you ever torn your pec?
No.
Because I've banged my head on a smelling salt tube, and like it dazed me for half a second. I'm sure if I did it regularly, I could get used to it.
All right, so there you go. You just proved my point. You get used to it.
It's not how you get used to a pec tear.
Yes, it is. You just work through the pain.
I think he loses too many points on that. I feel like his pec tear slows him because Atlas Stones is more pec heavy than you think it is. Because you're not able to really grab, you're having to squeeze it in with your pecs and your biceps and your back. I feel like that's squeezing motion. That's not gonna give him any like trouble as far as completion, but he's gonna have to slow down and think about it more so.
I don't think Evan Singleton slows down to think about it.
After he tweaks it on the max log, he will.
He's not going to slow down. It'll be foot on the gas whole time because that's how he always competes.
I feel like Tom Stoltman can win the flip and carry. I feel like having watched his last training session, he's coming top 3 on the deadlift. Like he was speed repping 390 for triples, like it was, and it looked like he had 10 reps in him for the 390, and that was before a deload. I think he's going to win the deadlift. I'd be surprised if he doesn't win the Titans toss. He's going to come at worst mid pack on the log, given who I'm thinking is making it into the finals. I think Hatton will beat him, and Andre, maybe Austin. So I'm thinking at worst probably 4th in the log, because I really think that the pec tear is going to impede Evan more on the log than you're thinking.
Log. So the thing with Evan's log is it's a he'll probably come upper pack.
Yes, I agree. He's coming upper mid,
4th or 5th.
4th or 5th. I feel like that it's 4th or 5th who beats Tom or Evan, and I think by that point, after him having potentially just won 3 events in a row, we all know what Tom Stolman is capable of when he has belief and momentum. If he clean sweeps those first 3 events and knows that he has that as a banker event almost, because again, unless Tom messes up the Atlas Stones, they're his to lose. He's not going to win the max log, but could you imagine a final where Tom Stoltman wins, outright wins 4 out of the 5 events, and then he would lose it on the log? He with that sort of momentum and belief and knowledge, I don't see how he does poorly enough on the log to take him out of first place.
Well, see, the thing is, he won't be in first place.
You think Evan is going to beat him on those?
I think Evan Singleton beats him in the flip and carry. I think Evan Singleton doesn't beat him in the deadlift.
Or the Titans toss. Tom's a full freaking foot taller than him. Not because Evan's short. Tom's just that tall.
Yes. I think it's a battle on the log. They're going to be close in the pack. And then it comes down to the stones. Evan beats him. Evan beats him in the stones.
I feel like you're calling Evan to beat Tom Stoltman on the stones. You have really bought into the propaganda. So you have Evan. Who's your second place?
Tom Stoltman.
Okay, I'm calling Tom Evan, so I'm calling the flip of it. Who's your third?
Austin Andrade. Big smash, brother.
Just whenever I think you have brains about you.
Yes. He's not going to do great at the flip and carry.
He's not going to do great at the flip and carry.
He said he could run for the Arnolds.
And he lied. He's not going to do great on the Titans toss. Compared to who else is in the finals, you look at Evan Singleton, Mitchell Hooper, Tom Stoltman,
he's going to
Pablo Cordiaca.
He'll win the deadlift. I think
I
think also Andrade could win that deadlift.
If it was a deadlift for Max out of this group, I'd say yeah.
I think 880 is low enough
Yeah,
that
but you got to
it's,
remember that's event 7 for him.
but it's also
I
the
don't think
next
he
day.
has the endurance in the truck.
It's the next day.
The meat. What?
We're completely recovered in a day.
No.
The Titans toss will be damage control.
Mm-hmm.
I think Austin Andrade actually beats Tom Stallman and Evan on the max log.
Mm.
He's got a good press. Like
I agree.
he's got a really good press.
I call with who I have in the finals. He's taking either second or third, depending upon how Austin Andrade does.
Yes. And then he might struggle with the stones. But he's going to have banked enough points and all the other ones.
I'm going to say Andre Foyt too because I think he's going to do well on the stones. He's going to do well on the log. He's going to do good in the deadlift.
That would be
And
great.
I think
for
he's
Andre.
young enough and fast enough. I think he's going to come at least mid pack on the flip and carry. The only thing I have a question about is the Titans toss. And that's because I don't recall ever having seen him done well, the Titans toss is a very unique event compared to most throwing events.
Flip and carry will be weird for Andre, I think.
I don't see anybody but Tom winning that though. I think his height, he will be the tallest man in the finals.
That's true.
Because the only person that's close to his height is Bryce and Trey.
But you don't have them making it out.
I don't have either of them making it out. I feel like Evan's gonna be going into this too rambunctiously. I think Evan's gonna Evan himself. And I think he's gonna rush through that and fumble it.
No. So if we're talking about just Andre Foytu, the flip and carry, I've never seen him do that event, like that kind of event. The deadlift, I don't think his deadlift is as strong as everybody else's, but it's also 880 and not a max.
Yeah. So
he will be able to beat some people, depending on who makes it out. The Titan toss, damage control event. The deadlift,
I feel like we're counting out Ray Nonell on this, though. Because he's explosive enough on that. He's a good deadlifter for reps. He's good for the Titan toss. He's going to be good for the Atlas stones. The only real question mark is how does his log compare? Which, again, I could see him very easily coming mid-pack on this. I wouldn't be surprised to see him take that third spot on the podium.
I think last year's events were better for Reno.
I agree.
I think that the field is very stacked this year.
I agree.
I think for Reno to
and especially coming out of the groups, I don't think he's gonna be as well placed as he was.
He's gonna have to full send it on the group. It's not coasted through the groups.
No, none of these groups are. They're all stacked groups.
Very good groups. I just don't see Reno being able to beat enough people at these events.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see him too either.
Well,
this is one of right. So. This is one of those both with the groups and the finals. If you're not careful, and if you mess up on an event, there is no matter whether or not you're in first place or fourth place.
I think
the person behind you is chomping on your heels.
I think it'll be close on every event.
I agree.
There's not a lot of room for error. If you look in years past, it'll be first and second or 5 or 6 points
ahead of everybody
else. I don't foresee that happening this year.
No, and I feel like we're gonna have a group of 3 or 4 guys in the final that are clear from everybody else.
Yeah,
but in the groups, I don't. The only group where I see someone just absolutely just coming in and blowing it out of the water is Tom Stoltman.
I can get behind
that. Everybody else, they may be able to just come in and if they perform well, comfortably make it out of their groups. But the only person that's just going to come in and absolutely, what I feel like is going to dominate their groups, I would say, would be Tom.
I mean, they're great events for him.
In the finals are great events for him. I really feel like he's gonna win. Tom Stoltman for the 4th.
Rawr.